closure from door-to-door operations should that option open up.
We will adapt as necessary, but again, in instances like this, it just really demonstrates the importance of even how the census results or census data informs our public safety.
And for those of you who prefer it, you can also fill out the census form on paper and mail it to the Census Bureau. But in the meantime, keep it locked on NBC 12 for the very latest information on how COVID-19 is continuing to impact the services that you use every day. For now, on your side in Richmond, AJ Nwoko, NBC 12 News.
Thanks a lot, AJ. In Richmond, a Virginia ABC store has closed after the roommate of an employee tested positive for COVID-19. The store is located at 1217 West Broad Street and will be closed for 2 weeks. During this time, the store will undergo intense cleaning and sanitation. All employees have been asked to self-quarantine for 2 weeks as a precaution, but so far, no one has tested positive. Well, it is soon to be the first day of spring, and it feels like summer already with temperatures soaring near the 80s. Meteorologist Jim Duncan joining us now. Jim, spring starts soon in about
40 minutes.
40 minutes.
Yeah, about 40 minutes from now. 11:49, Diane, is the official arrival. I'm glad you stayed up this late. Now, you can't go to bed now until 11:49. You do not want to miss the vernal equinox. The sun is kind of moving directly over the equator, and we start to get that transition to summer, which is a few months away, obviously. But this is the earliest start to spring in 124 years. Andrew Fried found that interesting data point this morning. It's the earliest start in terms of the date and time. Of course, it's felt like spring much of this past winter. By the way, tomorrow's the record high. It's not the forecast, but the record high is 85 in 1948. And we're going to get pretty close to that. I'll give an end to forecast ahead. Right now, we're still in the lower 70s, upper 60s. Clear skies for us on radar. That will change a bit by this time tomorrow night. I'll bring your full forecast ahead.
All right, looking forward. Thank you, Jim. We are also following breaking news from Richmond tonight. Police are investigating a fatal double shooting in Creighton Court. Officials say they arrived at the 3000 block of 9 Mile Road and found 2 victims. Both were taken to the hospital. One person has died. The other is expected to recover. Still ahead, a huge adjustment for restaurants and bars, all coming after coronavirus fears canceled March Madness. Mark Davis is checking in to see how they are faring. Plus, when all seems dark, search for the light. We are bringing you some stories of community members from across the globe banding together to bring smiles in a time of uncertainty.
This is what retirement should look like. Doing things you have always wanted to do. At Carlson Financial, we'll invest your money based on a custom retirement plan we put in place for you. Whatever your plans are, call Carlson Financial today.
There's a lot of new Hyundais on the road these days. That's because Hyundai has the newest lineup compared to our competition. And right now at the spring sales event, there's special deals on all of them. Game on! It is game on at the Hyundai Spring Sales event.
Lease a Sonata for $199 a month, or get 0% APR financing for up to 72 months on the Elantra. Complimentary maintenance included.
All right, we got something first.
From smarter ATMs to after-hours video tellers, Comcast Business is connecting thousands of banks to technology that turns everyday transactions into extraordinary experiences.
Hi there. How are you?
Do you have any lollipops in there?
No, sorry.
We are helping all kinds of businesses go beyond customer expectations. How can we help you?
Official partner of the NCAA. Now with 500 bonus cash, save up to $2,500 on the 2020 Nissan Altima. Get to Nissan now.
What do you want your retirement to look like? At Carlson Financial, we'll invest your money based on a custom retirement plan we put in place for you. Whatever your plans are, call Carlson Financial today for a free, no-obligation financial review.
Tonight was supposed to be the opening of the NCAA tournament, but like much of normal American life, that just isn't happening. The arenas are empty, and so are the local restaurants and bars where people would normally be crowding to watch the games. Mark Davis spoke with one local restaurant owner who depends on events like March Madness to stay in business.
Side by side with friends, sneaking off from work to catch a game. That's what this Thursday is typically supposed to be about. But this year's scheduled opening of the NCAA tournament, anything but normal. Sure for the athletes, but also for the businesses that depend on it. It's a day that is celebrated. The first full day of March Madness. Sports bars packed and loud. Glasses filled at every turn. And fans shoulder to shoulder, taking in one of the nation's most coveted events.
This Thursday's always been an amazing day for us. You know, when we come in hours early, and there are people generally lined up before we can even open the doors.
8 days ago, Home Team Grill and the Fan planning for business as usual. But with the tournament shutting down, as well as many restaurants themselves, the bar silent and mostly empty. The TVs off. The madness extinguished.
This place hasn't been closed more than 5 days in a row in the last 13 years. And, just looking around at what's going on, it's hard to understand what's happening, and it's hard to wonder what to do.
And that's not just for sports fans. Home Team owner Mark Overby says March is one of the calendar's most crucial months for business.
Generally speaking, for this business, March is the month that carries us through the summer, and we count on this month to help cover the summer and the slow times.
Like many across the country, carry out and delivery only, not knowing how long the call for social distancing will last.
Right now we're planning on 2 weeks to a month, and if it ends up being longer than that, we'll change our plan, But the big plan is football, We are keeping our eye on the 22-week football prize.
Sports have gone dark. The noise of the crowd has gone quiet. But this too shall pass. And when it does, Home Team Grill, as well as many places like it, will have their doors open and ready to go.
When the first baseball is thrown, or the first football is thrown, or the first basketball, everybody's going to be ecstatic. Whether it's next year, or in 3 months, or 6 months, or whatever it is, I think everybody's going to be ready.
Mark adds that it's not just basketball that brings in the business this month. The start of baseball and hockey also get people
I like this side.
both of which are made in
Nice sense.
On your side in Richmond, I'm Mark Davis, NBC 12 News.
In a time of uncertainty, there is power in unity. Town officials in Warsaw, Virginia are showing up for their most vulnerable peers. The Warsaw Relief Program will be bringing meals to all county residents over the age of 60 on Monday. Now, Wednesday and Friday at no charge for the next 4 weeks. In addition, they will also make Food Lion grocery store runs and picking up medications as well. The initiative was unanimously approved by the town council in an emergency meeting yesterday. Not everyone can work from home in this coronavirus pandemic, especially those people needed to keep the electrical grid up and running for all of us. On your side, investigator Rachel DePompa went behind the scenes with Dominion Energy today to see how the company is keeping the lights on in these uncertain times.
It may be a new building, but Dominion Energy's downtown headquarters isn't taking chances. It's filled with these now familiar warning signs about COVID-19. And the company's System Storm Center isn't tracking where the power's out. It's tracking where the virus has spread.
Our product, we are aware, is much more important than ever.
Alan Bradshaw is one of those people going into the office. He manages the folks who deliver the power and oversees the 24/7 nerve centers. He spoke with us using the technology so many are relying on to keep up business from home.
Our linemen, the crews that you see every day out there responding to lights out calls and doing new work, we've got to make sure that they're going to be available for a long time.
They're wiping down bucket trucks between shifts, traveling with wipes and sanitizers. Chris Dibble is working from home to keep the office empty. He's in charge of the power stations, the folks who make the energy, and he's thankful this is typically a low energy usage time of year.
This is really unprecedented, so there's not a lot of history to tell us what the demand would be.
He says operations at places like the North Anna Power Station are as normal as they can be.
Not much changes in the operational facility. They're still following the same procedures.
But they are trying to stop the outside influences to keep workers safe from infection.
We're restricting tours, restricting visitors that aren't mission critical. We've certainly encouraged telecommuting, working remotely.
And if the power does go out near you, remember to keep a social distance when crews show up to make repairs.
Typically, customers may approach our linemen to ask questions. If we just ask you to do that, that you maintain social distancing, we will do the same.
As we're all trying to learn this new normal, Dominion's trying to make sure you don't have to worry about what we often take for granted, the power of staying plugged in.
We got you, yeah. From electricity perspective, providing that, we are on top of it.
On your side, Rachel DePerla, NBC 12 News.
Accurate, reliable breaking weather specialists. This is NBC 12 First Alert Weather.
All right, right now Richmond it is 69 degrees, and we have just partly cloudy skies. Central Virginia JES weather computers currently 70 in Midlothian and Clover Hill high. Your high was 82 today. Same story, Prince George North Elementary School and Ashland at Randolph making it 70 degrees. Hard to believe, and technically it's still winter for another 30 minutes or so. At 11:49, it officially transitions to spring, but it feels more like spring right now. This is your commuter forecast. Only a 63 early tomorrow morning. For your morning commute, weather should be okay. No issues expected, no rain or anything like that. Just nice and warm out there. You won't even need a jacket tomorrow morning. It's going to be that warm. Through the day, we're talking temperatures up in the mid-80s. I'll talk more about that in a second. Well, you get a little preview there on the side. 84 degrees. Talked about earlier how the record high is 85, so we're going to be pretty darn close to a record tomorrow. There you can see the clear scans on the radar. Another big system developing up here in the upper Midwest. On this flank of it, we're seeing snow and very cold air, obviously. On this side, a line of thunderstorms, some strong thunderstorms. In fact, there are some tornado watches continuing from western Kentucky into western Tennessee and Arkansas. Flood watches north of there. The severe weather threat this evening mainly focused out here in those areas where they have the watches. There's an enhanced risk for severe weather down there over the Mid-South. Now, tomorrow, the risk for severe weather shifts a little bit to the east. It's going to be up in the areas north and west of here, but Virginia, not in that zone, so we're not looking at too much of a concern for any strong thunderstorms tomorrow. This is just going to be warm tomorrow. The warmth really builds. That's the next big thing weather-wise for us. High is 84 degrees. Tomorrow afternoon. Quick check your hour forecast. Let's track any rain chance tomorrow. Warm through the day, late afternoon dry, then evening some showers coming through. A lot around here shows a good bet for rain overnight tomorrow night into Saturday morning. We wake up to rain Saturday. Should move out during the afternoon Saturday. For now, I'm saying about a 60 to 70% chance of rain early Saturday, and then some clearing in the afternoon. Maybe a thunderstorm Friday night. And then colder weather for the weekend. 51 by Monday, with the rain likely, and then warming up after that next week. Well, more news coming.
First Alert Weather is sponsored by Mechanicsville Honda and Mechanicsville Toyota. Open 7 days a week and 24 hours on the web.
Sorento SX, Telluride, Sportage, and Seltos SX, part of the Kia's tough and ready lineup of SUVs. Right now, get $3,500 customer cash on the purchase of a new 2020 Sorento V6.
If your underwear feels like this, get butt naked. The most comfortable underwear there is. Only at Duluth Trading. Attention Duluth Trading fans. We made it. The new Duluth Trading Store. Shop in here.
A lot has changed overnight, but Buick and GMC's commitment to you remains the same. We understand you want to feel safe, so we're offering current owners complimentary OnStar Crisis Assist services. Should you need a vehicle, we're offering 0% financing for up to 84 months with deferred payment options for 120 days. Plus, you may have the option to shop online and take delivery at home. Visit our websites for the help you need. Buick and GMC, we're here to help.
personalized service, fast claims processing, and competitive rates. And to help support farming and agriculture and preserve the Virginia wind. All you have to do is drive. Go to VASB.com now for a free online auto quote. Or visit your local agent today.
Sorrento SX, Telluride, Sportage, and Seltos SX. Part of the Kia's tough and ready lineup of SUVs. Right now, get 0% APR for 66 months on the purchase of a new 2020 Sorrento.
I know it seemed like dozens of houses, but I have a good feeling about this one. No problem. Lots of families are very specific in what they want.
Look, it's the Window World logo. All the windows in this house are Window World windows. We'll take it. Hey, RVA, today's the day to call Window World.
It's hard to escape all the coronavirus news. It can get overwhelming. But amidst the isolation and quarantines are good people trying to make their communities better. Tonight we want to highlight some of that good and hopefully bring you a smile in this new atmosphere. Here's Martin Savage with some light in a dark time.
These may feel like dark days, with headlines of contagion, fear, and hoarding. But human sunshine still exists. Random acts of corona kindness are everywhere. Like a front porch in Columbus, Ohio, where a young brother and sister put on a costume for a 78-year-old neighbor who had shut herself off from the virus and the world. Dressed in their best, the 6- and 9-year-old delighted their audience of one. In Italy, where so many have died and so many more are isolated, they sing to each other from balconies. At night, voices echo through the streets with canine accompaniment. In Spain, where they're also suffering, to say thank you to doctors and nurses battling to save lives, people step outside and applaud everywhere. In Houston, at Irma's Southwest restaurant, now ordered closed, a couple left something behind, a $9,400 tip. To pay your guys over the next few weeks, the anonymous note said.
This is beyond, I mean, I don't even have words for it. I really don't.
We have to let our staff know that we may be off to work for 15 to 30 days, depending on how long that is. But the gift we got today should help soften the blow.
At a Cleveland watering hole, also closing, the customer added a little something extra to his less than $30 bill. $2,500 for staff. When the NBA stopped the games, Cleveland Cavaliers basketball star Kevin Love started thinking about the arena staff without work. He donated $100,000 from his foundation to them, hoping others would follow his lead in their towns. They did. Teachers may not be rich like athletes, but they have a wealth of knowledge, and on Facebook many are sharing it to answer questions and help others learn. Elsewhere, the elderly are on the minds of many. People offered a grocery shop for those who cannot or may not want to leave their homes. Stores have begun allowing older customers their own exclusive shopping hours to limit exposure to crowds. And when coronavirus concerns prevented her from going into a North Carolina nursing home to show her grandfather something, a young woman stood at his window, simply pointing to the engagement ring. The virus, forcing us apart, seems also to be bringing us together, closer than we've been in a long while.
That is so inspiring, and we can get through this together. We are back in a moment.
Like it or not, we all could use an annual checkup. So could your furnace or heat pump. Don't wait. Call Herman Allen to schedule your annual heat checkup today.
Time's running out. Get to Nissan now for big savings on our entire lineup, like the award-winning Rogue and Altima. It's car buying season. Hurry to Nissan, official partner of the NCAA. Now with 500 bonus cash, save up to $2,500 on the 2020 Nissan Altima. Get to Nissan now.
Sheltered Hearts is always moving forward, evolving, and innovating to provide the best care for our patients.
thought our brand new logo should reflect that. The power to overcome. Sheltering arms.
It's Ford Truck Month. And if this is your kind of day, and this is your kind of truck, then this is your month. Ford Truck Month. Now get great deals on the trucks as tough as the people who drive them.
Now during Truck Month, get up to $5,215 total savings on select Ford range and models. Only at your local Ford dealer.
Andrew Green is on your side.
So tell me about this drivetrain guarantee for life thing on used cars and trucks.
Well, yes, used cars and trucks at Loyalty Toyota, Nissan, and Volkswagen come with lifetime loyalties, including drivetrain guarantee for life.
Engine,
Guaranteed.
transmission,
Guaranteed.
axles,
Guaranteed.
drive shaft,
Guaranteed.
differential,
Guaranteed.
for life.
Guaranteed.
What if I live to be 100?
Put that thing away.
Lifetime loyalties on used cars and trucks at Loyalty Nissan, Volkswagen, and Toyota.
West Broad Hyundai announces a 90-day payment deferment on any and all new Hyundai models. During the Hyundai Spring Sales Event, you can buy now and not make your first payment until July. Drive a 2020 Elantra and get 0% financing for 72 months and make no payments until July. Or the 2020 Santa Fe. Get 0% financing for 60 months plus $500 and make no payments until July. And come see the brand new redesigned 2020 Sonata, now available with no payments until July. The Hyundai Spring Sales Event at West Broad Hyundai. Find us on the web at westbroadhyundai.com.
Thanks for choosing NBC 12. We will see you tomorrow night. Have a great one.
That was your move. Call Cross Timber Cruiser.
Celebrate 2020 with Change Over Ears Roaring 20 sale. Save 20%, get a 10-year warranty, and free maintenance. Call Change Over Ear. I guarantee you'll dance to Charleston.
It is game on at the Hyundai Spring Sales Event.
Lease a Sonata for $199 a month, or get 0% APR financing for up to 72 months on the Elantra. Complimentary maintenance included.
This is the Jones family, and they always keep their house and yard looking in tip-top shape. This is their neighbor Fred, and it always seems like he's, trying to keep up with the Joneses. What Fred doesn't know is that the Joneses use yard works for all their top-quality mulch and topsoil needs. They deliver it when you want it, and you don't have to deal with the mess of all those plastic bags. So don't feel like you need to keep up with the Joneses. Be the Joneses, and give Yardworks a call to get mulch and topsoil delivered to your home.
Welcome to McGeorge Toyota, and here's our showroom right on your living room sofa. Here you simply choose the car you want, and we'll bring it to our test drive area, also known as your driveway. Take the vehicle for a spin, talk about any trade-ins, then head over to our financing department, which is located at your kitchen table. So that's McGeorge at home. Try it today and turn your home into our dealership.
Making your way in the world today
Takes everything you've got.
Taking a break from all your worries sure would help a lot.
Wouldn't you like to get away? Sometimes you wanna go where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came. You wanna be where everybody knows your name.
InnovAge PACE, all-inclusive care to help seniors stay independent and in their own homes. Nothing says spring like a brand new family. Get big savings on all of our new family members at the Hyundai Spring Sales Event going on now.
Lease the Santa Fe for $229 a month, or get 0% APR plus $500 bonus cash on the Tucson. Complimentary maintenance included.
Hi guys, this is an all-new episode of Tonight Show at Home Edition. My name is Jimmy Fallon. Welcome, and I hope everyone is doing the best they can. Today, it is the show tonight. Very excited to talk to her and talk about her charity and what she's doing to help right now. She's the best. Speaking of ways and things to help, if you guys know any of the elderly, any of the older people that may need help, please call them, check on them, see if they need anything, deliver them food if you leave it outside their door, whatever they need. Help an old person, not an old, help an old person. Yeah, help an elderly person. Okay. All right, speaking of help, I'm going to start the show with a monologue, and I actually thought of something that might help my jokes land better. And here he is, Jimmy Fallon! Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. Welcome to the Tonight Show at Home edition. Guys, it's our third show from my house and things are getting crazy. Today my kids joined SAG and asked for their own trailers. Of course, we're doing the show from here because of the pandemic, also because I'm on house arrest for stealing a jet ski. That's right, it's day 7 of being quarantined, and you'll know I'm off my quarantine diet when I can no longer fit down the slide. It's a callback. It's a call from the other show. Listen to this. Everyone should have a slide. I read that emergency, the drink powder, they're telling people to not mix their product with booze to make quarantinis. They were like, if you want a quarantini, that's NyQuil, DayQuil, and a splash of Tide Pod. Just a message to everyone at home, do not drink a Tide Pod or mix that mix. Do not try this at home. That was a joke. Back to the mom. That's right, emergency is warning people not to mix their product with alcohol. Instead, they're recommending people do the responsible thing, chop it up into lines and snort it. But here's some good news. Today is the first day of spring. Yay! Today's the first day of spring. Yay! Now Americans get to play a fun game, allergies or coronavirus. Isn't that fun? I saw that there is now a way people can virtually watch Netflix with their friends. So if you couldn't decide what show to watch, maybe adding 4 other people will help. And this is interesting. People are now watching YouTube videos to take virtual rides of Disney attractions. It's pretty realistic, actually. Before you watch it, they still make you wait 3.5 hours. It's actually very realistic because after you watch the ride video, Disney sends you a bill for $120. And finally, the federal government has pushed back a tax deadline by 90 days. I think that's a good idea because, trust me, once I run out of toilet paper, the next thing I'm grabbing is a stack of 1040s. You guys have been great. That's our monologue. All right, thank you very much. Guys, now we're going to do a bit on our show called Hashtags. And this is a bit that requires your help as well, so thank you so much. I asked you to use the hashtag MyQuarantine in 6 words. And that was my example. I did, fine, you can paint daddy's nails. That was my example. MyQuarantine in 6 words. Well, I was happy to say it was worldwide trending, and it was trending in the US. Number 2, I think. So that's pretty great. So thank you so much for playing the game and letting it trend. That's so cool, and I'm so happy that the world watches our things. So now, let's get to hashtags. Here is the first one. This is hashtag MyQuarantine in 6 words. Millennial said, day 1, ate all the snacks. That is so true. We did the same thing too. God. Ice cream sandwiches. This is from Emily Tweets. Longest day of my life every day. This is from Rikat Shobi. He says, yes, Netflix, I am still watching. Don't even ask at this point, Netflix. Get off my back. Get off my back. Get off my back. one's from Steph Merritt, 88. Flattening the curve, fattening my curves. That's a good one. That was the one. That was the one. That was the one. That was the one. This one's from Torlumis 9. She said, expelled my kid from homeschool. Well, I think that's pretty common right now. That's a good one. This one's from Muna Naubit 1. She said, very close to befriending a volleyball. My quarantine in 6 words. This one's from Mike T. Barrett. It says, Funyuns for dinner, okay, breakfast too. This one's from Gum Gummerson. We love Gum Gummerson. Always sends us things. Thank you, Gum. Gum Gummerson says, toilet paper is our god now. I should say thank you to my camera operator, my wife, Nancy. Thank you, Nancy, for being there and not laughing. Not one joke. All right, here we go. That was the one. That was the one. This one's from Ryan LaBarge. He says, is 7 Hot Pockets too many? The answer is no. 7 Hot Pockets is not too many. This one's from Susan Pickover. Says, this ends in divorce or murder. Oh, come on now. Come on now. That's very funny. This one's from El Capitan Saucy. This is great. It says, is upstairs neighbor a tap dancer? We had a neighbor upstairs in Brooklyn who chopped pills everywhere. And here's our last one here for hashtag. It says, there's not enough wine for this. How true. That's our hashtags, everybody. Thank you very much for sending them in.
Get up. Yeah. Hey.
If you looked at America like a bird, and that was all you knew, would you really understand it with just that point of view? We've got a different way to look at it from right here on the ground. We don't just see United States, we see United Towns. We're grateful for what you bring, and all the sparks you've shown, and the thousands of towns that we get to call home.
Hey, America, I've got something to say. The census counts us all, and an accurate count helps inform more billions go every year.
Don't miss good chance to be counted.
Shape your future. Start here at 2020census.gov. Gotcha. You're going down.
Introducing the all-new Sonata with remote smart parking assist. Have a good day. And Hyundai Digital Key. A better way to stay one step ahead.
Shishito, burrito, roquito, frashito, pork chop, soda pop, sour sop, hot pot, scallop, kebab, Brussels sprout, sauerkraut, fresh cut trout, alfalfa sprout. We are America's Kitchen. DoorDash, every flavor welcome.
Working out? Not fun. You're just gonna see the lighter side, lighter side, lighter side. I feel great. Well, sorry.
I wrote this a long time ago. I don't know how old I was. I hope someday I will be on a real football team. I'm Katie Sowers, offensive assistant coach for the San Francisco 49ers.
Whoa, hold it.
I'm not just here to be the token female. I'm here to help us win. The Surface Pro helps me get what's in my head and get it out onto the field.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
I would want to tell this little girl to keep pushing herself. Your dream's coming.
Let's go. Let's run it again. Run it again. Let's go.
On your side. Connecting with local communities for stories that matter to you. RBA's best morning newscast. NBC 12 is on your side. If your underwear feels like this, get butt naked. The most comfortable underwear there is. Only at Duluth Trading. Attention Duluth Trading fans. We made it. The new Duluth Trading Store. Shop it here.
Ford SUVs are the highest in brand loyalty because they're built to get things done. They've got power, like in the Ford Expedition, with best-in-class towing, plus seating for up to 8. They're versatile. The redesigned Ford Explorer is America's best-selling SUV of all time. And with best-in-class horsepower, no one will take its place anytime soon. And now, drive a 2020 Explorer with up to $6,515 in total savings, or 0 for 60 plus $4,000 bonus cash on select models.
Looking for a career in the healthcare sector? South University Richmond offers degrees in nursing, physical therapist assistant, occupational therapy assistant, and counseling. Find us online or call 888-SOUTH-RVA to learn how South University Richmond can provide the resources you need to succeed.
Guys, I had the pleasure of talking to the great Jennifer Garner. She's an awesome actor, and her fellow actor teamed up, Amy Adams teamed up, and they did some amazing stuff. So let's talk to Jennifer right now. Jennifer Garner, you're awesome. Thank you so much for being a guest on our show. I just want to start off by saying I hope you're safe and everything's okay as far as these things are concerned. I know it's crazy times, but you were the first person to call to action after this. You know, we self-quarantined, I think, 7 days ago. And over the weekend, I'm trying to think of what am I going to do? How can I do something to help everybody? And I got a message from you and Amy Adams. How did you get hooked up with Amy, and then explain really what the charity is, because I loved it.
Well, you're the coolest. You're the first to jump on. You and Reese, and if Reese is on something, it's like, oh, forget it. It's a movement. You know what I mean? Like having you made all the difference. So Amy called me Friday night, and she said, I want to do something to help feed kids who are stranded with school closures, because between 25 and 30 million kids in the United States rely on school for food. And free and reduced lunches, breakfast, backpack programs. I was just in a school in Kentucky a couple of weeks ago with Save the Children, where they open their lunch at the end of the school day and kids take home cartons of food. So what's happening with those families as well as kids in urban settings? And I said, okay, if you really want to do this, let's do it. Let's do it. But it's been kind of nonstop since then, and really great. It's great to have a purpose right now.
It's a lot of work, though. To pull something like this off, and you really did a great job. I tell everyone the website is savethechildren.org/savewithstories.
Yes.
And we'll put a Chiron out there, so it's savethechildren.org/savewithstories, and you have a bunch of friends and people helping out reading books to kids.
People I've never met before. Our community is just so generous, and so just, how can I help? What can I do? And we are getting rights to books. So thank you for loaning us yours. And getting
I would read other ones too. You let me know. I'm down.
Oh my gosh, really? Oh yeah, please. Would you read Everything Is Mama? I love that book so much.
2 seconds. I will do it right now. I cannot wait to do that.
Great. Okay,
I love it. How are your kids? How are your kids dealing with everything?
I think I have the perfect age kids for this, because they're big enough to understand and to have the conversations like, we're built for challenge, we can do this, we're a tough team, let's learn about a vacuum cleaner. But they're not so big that they're just like, well, I don't care, I'm gonna go. The hard thing are teens and early 20s people, and my parents are the hard ones. I'm like, Dad, Mom, the world is shut down to keep you guys safe. And they're like, we think we're going to go to Sam's warehouse. I'm like, oh my God.
Stay here, stay home.
Stay home, you have to stay home.
God, you've got to get an Amazon account, and they'll send you stuff. I love it. Everyone's been going to Amazon, now all of a sudden we have like to stay in and everyone wants to go out and buy stuff. I'm like, oh,
I know.
it's just kind of wild. There's, if you watch the news and all that stuff, it's kind of, it's a downer sometimes. And, I know it's a serious thing. But when you get to just kind of turn the TV off and just hang out with your family and do something or just appreciate where you are and that you're all together, it's kind of something cool about that.
I mean, I have food, I have shelter, my kids have online school, so they are engaged in different ways. We've been doing like a family Skype with my sisters and parents at night or Zoom so I have nothing to complain about or worry about. And so it's actually been totally fine for me. We have a job to do, we're doing it, we're staying home, we're flattening that curve.
I follow you on Instagram and all your socials, and I do love following you. I love your cooking shows that you do. What made you want to do that? I mean, are you just a chef?
No, I'm not. I'm so far from a chef, but I learned to cook by watching people cook. I've always been a huge Ina Garten fan, Barefoot Contessa, and before that, Martha Stewart, and I still love Martha Stewart. But I love, I'm just a cooking show junkie, so I just wanted to.
Did you like? My grandma used to read me she'd give me like a cookbook when I was a kid, and I used to just spend hours just looking at the pages and just staring. And I would go over and hang out with my grandma all the time and just look at a cookbook. And even if I didn't even cook it, I'm like, that looks good, I try to look at the recipes, and so I always kind of liked it. I think from my grandma.
Yeah, I do too. I always have a cookbook by my bed at night. It's like what I read to fall asleep. But yesterday we had my kids wanted hamburger buns, and we had turkey meat. They wanted turkey burgers, whatever. And so I just looked it up and made them, and they were happy, and I felt like, woo!
You made hamburger buns?
It's not that hard. It's just a roll.
Really?
You can do it. You guys can do it.
All right, I'm going to do it, and I'll get back to you, and I'll find you, and I'll do them.
Okay.
The other thing I wanted to say is the hashtag Jen Look at Me.
Hashtag
awesome.
Jen Look at Me.
Yeah, there's a whole thing going on. Hashtag Jen Look at Me. How did you come up with that? And are you happy with what you saw?
I mean, because you really think about it, and who is this impacting? Who's having to give up the most to stay inside? And it's performers, and it's kids who don't understand, who are stuck at home, who've worked really hard. Maybe think about when we drop out of the Olympics and those athletes, it's just like, well, too bad. But for kids who are about to do Frozen or who are about to do, I don't know, Haven, or it's a really big deal. And high school seniors, and they're just college seniors who just the rest of their senior year is canceled. So anyway, we can lighten things for them, and it's so fun for me to watch at the end of the day. It's really fun.
I thought maybe we could end this interview by doing a little thing from Jen Look at Me. You used to play in high school, right?
Oh my gosh.
There's got to be something. Is there something lying around the house? What did you play again? Was it horn?
Do you mean Sally the sexy saxophone, E flat alto?
Wow! Calling it out. What do you? This is gonna be so fun. What do you think we can play? Because I have my guitar.
First of all, I cannot believe you had Lin-Manuel yesterday singing Dear Theodosia. By the way, I mean, come on.
Isn't he unbelievable, right? He's amazing.
Unbelievable.
But this is gonna be fun. I don't think anyone's really seen Jennifer Garner play the saxophone, and this is going to be super exciting.
I played on the Donnie and Marie show 20 plus years ago, but I don't know.
Really? That's fantastic. I love Donnie and Marie.
Love Donnie and Marie.
Yeah,
a little bit country over platform. Okay. All right, you ready?
Wait, hold on. I'm getting an intruder. Yes?
Daddy, how do I change my character?
You gotta give me 5 minutes, okay, bud? And I'll be right in there. Okay. All right, wait.
You all wanted to come in, and I was just like, don't you have online school? Bye.
Exactly. Just like go, run. How about, should we do Happy Birthday? Can you do that or no?
The hand washing song?
Yes, we should do a hand washing song. I think I'm going to let you solo on this.
No.
I'll do percussion.
Will you sing?
Yes. For you, I will do anything. Yes, of course.
1, 2.
Wait, do I sing the lyrics to Happy Birthday?
You can sing whatever you want.
Okay, I'll switch it up a little bit. Here we go.
Switch it up. I can't sing and play at the same time.
That's the next episode.
Okay.
Here we go. Wash your hands. Wash your hands. Wash your hands. Wash your hands and don't touch your face. Yes! Come on! The greatest! Jennifer Garner, you were awesome. Guys, go to the website savethechildren.org/save-with-stories. There's another thing you can do. What's the other thing you can do?
Okay, you can also text the word SAVE to 20222 for a one-time $10 donation.
Come on, how easy is that? Do it right now, guys. Get your phones out. The phones are probably already out. Just do it, guys. Text SAVE. Let's do it. You're the best, buddy. I'll talk to you soon.
I love everything you're doing. I'll talk to you soon. Thank you so much.
Thanks, buddy.
I saw them out of the corner of my eye. Just a blur when they jumped the median. There was nothing I could do. She's safe because of our first Outback. And our new one's even safer. That's why we'll always drive a Subaru. Welcome to the all-new 2020 Subaru Outback. The safest Outback ever. Go where love takes you.
Remind me to call PetSmart for Ralphie's appointment.
Who's this groomer?
Carrie.
Full grown for sure. What? I just booked Ralphie's appointment online. That work? Wait, you what?
It's that easy. Download the app or book online at PetSmart.com.
DiGiorno Rising Crust Pizza now has even more cheese. It's so cheesy, you'll need a pickup line to go with it. Like, did it hurt? When all that cheese fell from heaven and landed on you? It's not delivery, it's DiGiorno now with more cheese.
And we've upgraded her with a sonic shield and holographic mapping drone.
Impressive.
There is one more thing.
Jake from State Farm.
Here's the deal. With the Drive Safe and Save app, you'll also get rewarded for being a safe driver.
Now that is an upgrade.
Well played, Jake from State Farm. As usual.
When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Breeze into JCPenney for stylish new looks at the spring event. Save 40 to 50% on new spring fashion. And shop doorbusters this Friday to Sunday. Plus, save extra with your coupon. Take in the best of spring at JCPenney.
V8 only has 5 grams of sugar. This smoothie has over 3 times as much. So maybe we should call this smoothie Sweetie. V8, the original plant-powered drink. Veg up.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Get ready.
ready, set, show me the rhythm as hard as you can go. Steady, let it rock, turn it up.
Hey.
Hey.
What'd I miss?
Conozca más lugares para ir de compras, además de nuevas oportunidades laborales a lo largo de la Ruta 1 en Chesterfield. Servicio a St. John Tyler Community College. Conéctese con toda la red GRTC y negocios del centro de Richmond y West Broad en Henrico. Presentamos el servicio GRTC a lo largo de la Ruta 1 desde Falling Creek hasta Tyler en Chesterfield.
At the Auto Connection, you can ride today for just $1 down, regardless of your credit history. And by the way, we've got a rock band. Stop by any of our locations or check us out online at theautoconnection.com.
Hey guys, I bought a tent for my daughters to play in the yard with. Someone on Twitter told me that was a fun thing that their kids did. So I don't camp. I'm not a camper. I've read magazines. It looks like fun, and I really did my research and got a pretty decent tent, I think, and it arrived today from Amazon. And so let's go watch me pitch a tent. Okay, I'm about to attempt to put together a tent. I did a lot of research. I went to a lot of tent websites, tent blogs, tent talks, and I think I found the right one, which is the Coleman Elite with, I don't know if that's the name of it. I'm not a camper at all. I was born in Brooklyn, New York. My parents are from Brooklyn. They don't know how to camp, or they would never go outside at nighttime. But I'm going to try to put this up for my kids. I think I got too big of a tent. This is like 100 pounds. So I'm imagining myself if I was camping, what I would have with me, and that's a knife. Look at this knife. It's unbelievable, right? It's a scary knife. Oh, no. Even though the box says do not cut, how else am I going to open this thing? Please. I did cut into something. 20-minute setup? That's nothing. I can do that. If it's that, I mean, I have a family of 4, but I figure we can make rooms. Look at how he's all exhausted, that kid. Dad's like, get out of that. 20 minutes? Wish me luck. Find the zipper in this. Oh, you're kidding me. Another box? I gotta cut this one open too. 20 minutes, wait. It's another bag. This is like a little bag, probably be able to hold beers when they're putting this together. This is 20 minutes? 20 minutes? Can I do this in 20 minutes? All right, let's start the clock now. Here we go. 3 bags, kind of 4 bags? Very possible. I can do this, very possible. All right, so I saw the instructions here, but also in the back, I was looking at how to do it. It's in Spanish. And so I feel like that's a problem. I'm gonna have to call Lynn back. But then I saw there's one in English. Here we go. All right, layout of tent looks pretty good. And now I'm gonna put stakes in the position of where I want this to go. But I don't have a hammer, so I'm going to use the end of the knife. I should get a hammer, right? Gosh. I have a hammer here. I got